Welcome to our day's class. And in our today's class, we are looking at the career options in information technology and computing. We are looking at the career options in information technology and computing. And when we are looking at the career options in information technology and computing, we are basically looking at the path that you can take if you become a specialist or if you want to specialize in computing matters or in information technology and maybe something we call business communication. And career option number one is that you can work as a computer support person. A computer support person is a person who works in an organization uh, to be able to sort out people when they have issues with their computers. A support person can be a support in hardware matters, which is the physical parts of the computer, or in the software matters. And when we talk of software matters or software issues, we are talking of the programs or the applications or the software that is used to run the computer or to work in the computer. And mostly in this case, the support person in software part will be involved mostly in applications that are used by the end users in the organization. Maybe in carrying out or in doing a particular task. Number two, you can work as a cyber security specialist, and a cyber security specialist, you will work to make sure that the organization you are working for, the company you are working for, is free from attack from unwanted or from outside, intruders. You could be in charge of security matters about passwords into a particular application or into the database. And also you can be a security specialist who makes sure that the machines and systems in the organization are free from malware are some, or they are basically the viruses or the programs that come into the computer and can affect your applications. So as a cyber security specialist, you are a specialist in security of the computer systems in the organization, making sure that you keep the computers free from viruses and malware, and making sure that unauthorized people will not log in into the computer system, and mostly in the database system of the organization and applications that are used to run the organization. And even those who have security, it is you who gives them the security levels or the security details that they should use to log in into the computers, and the level at which they should be able to access the organization's application or the organization's database or the organization's system that is used to run the organization. You are the one who assigns the security levels for the end users or for the people operating the machine. You are the one who is the custodian of the passwords or of the key that is used to access the machines, and especially the software part of the machine and even the hardware, by assigning them the security detail or the login details. Number three is in network and systems. Career option number three, you can work as a system or as a network and system administrator. As a network and system administrator, you will be working as a network mostly, you will be working mostly on the hardware, or rather you can work on the hardware part to make sure that the connections to the computer system in your organization is well done and is well maintained, and it is well maintained. In an organization, you will find something we call a local area network or a connection of maybe one computer to the other, or a computer to the printer, or to another computing system. And from there we get something we call intranet, which is a connection of many computers, or of computers maybe in the different levels of organization. We can have something we call metropolitan, which is connection of computers in a certain town or city, or a living area or region. And then we also have the internet, which is the connection of computers worldwide. And so um, as a network administrator, you will be the one who is checking and making sure that the connections are okay and are well maintained. You also have the details into how the machines are connected, whether in the local area network, that is LAN, or in the internet, or in the metropolitan network, or in the internet. You are the one who, even for the new machines, you are the one who makes sure that they get into the connection system or into the network system by assigning them the required detail about connection. As a systems administrator in the network, you will be able, or you will be the person who is working to make sure that the system or the databases that are shared in the network or in the internet, in the interconnection of the computers, is well maintained. You are the one to do updates about the database, or about the connections in the computers, and especially on the software part. So you will be working as a systems administrator in the network. Career option number four is that when you are an IT person or you are a computing specialist, career option number four is software development, or a software developer. And as a software developer, you are the one who comes up with the applications or with the software that is used to run the computers in the organization, or in your institution, or in your company. You are the one who comes up with the programs that run the computer, because computers run with or on softwares. You are the one who comes up with the applications or with the programs that is installed in the computer to be able to run. Number five, career option number five, or the one of the paths that you can take when you become an IT specialist. Career option number five, or job option number five, that you can specialize in, is web development. And once you become a web developer, or a web developer is a person who is responsible for creating and maintaining websites. A person who creates and maintains websites. A website is like a kind of a portfolio for an organization. It carries all the detail about the organization that is needed to be put out to the public, and then it puts it available into the worldwide connection. It is put into the worldwide connection, either to the internet or maybe to the metropolitan, depending on who you want to view the data or information about the organization, or about an individual, or about a company. So it is that portfolio, it is that information that is put together about an organization, about an institution, about a company, and then it is put available to the internet, or to the people globally, through the internet, or through the network connection of an organization. You will also be the person, once you become a web developer as one of the career options, you will also be the one who is responsible for coming up with mobile applications. And these mobile applications are applications that are used to run in mobile devices, like for example in mobile phones, or in any mobile technology that you are having. And in this case, whether you are a web developer for applications, or for website, or for mobile applications, you can specialize to be a developer for front end part of that website, or of that mobile application. Front end means that you are the one who makes that part which is available for interfacing between the user and the device. the front part or the front end. It is that interface between the user of the device and then the device itself. You can also specialize in back end development, and back end means that architecture that is done behind the scenes. It is that architecture which supports or which is installed into the device that supports its working. It is the back end. It is like the engine which is not available to the end users or to the front end users or the people using it. Front end, it is that interface that which interfaces the user and the device. It could be a form, it could be maybe it could be a form, it could be a table, it could be maybe a social media application or a social media platform that the end user or the person using the device that he or she uses to interact with the device and be able to communicate or use the application. While the back end, it is that architecture, it is that engine, the creators or the engineers part which supports its installation into the dish, into the device in which it is being used in or with. Then number 6, career option number 6, you can work as a data analyst. And with the availability mostly of internet connection between devices or between computers or computer system, there is a lot of information. There is an avalanche of information available for an organization, and with this many information available in the for the organization, it needs to be selected, it needs to be scrutinized and selected from that which is needed by the organization and that which is not necessary. And as a data analyst, you will be the one who is working to analyze or to separate the wanted data that has been supplied to the organization and the unwanted one. Or even as an analyst, you will be the one separating or who is able to analyze the data and arrange it for different departments, so that data will not be mixed for example, front and office employees and that which is used for the administrators. It is separated, it is grouped according to departmental needs. So you are, as an analyst, you are the one who looks at the data and arranges it according to how or what it is supposed to be used in the organization. That is a data analyst. Number 7, career option number 7, you can work in cloud computing or as a cloud computing specialist. And cloud computing is that connection of computers remotely. It is like remote servers. The computers are using what we call remote servers, that the servers are like an assumption. They are not physically available. It is in the space. It is in the space. It is in vicinity. As in, it is not actual or physical servers. They are remote servers. It has come about because of growth in technology, that we are not using physical servers. We are using servers which are virtual, which are an assumption. They are just in the air. They are just in the vicinity. They are just an assumption, but it is existent. So for these servers to be there or to be available, there has to be that person who is a specialist in coming up with software or with applications that supports it, that supports remote servers, So the as a cloud computing specialist or a cloud computing specialist engineer or architect is that person who comes up with that software that is used to support or to make servers which are remote, which are virtual, which are like they do not exist physically, but they are there and can be able to interconnect computers and work just as if it is a physical server. It's a physical server, and a server is a computer with large properties that is put aside, in which host computers connect to, and they are able to fetch data from there and give it to the end users, or they are able to share data from the server computer. Yes, or from the third computer, which is the parent computer that hosts that a lot of data or a lot of information that is needed by those which are connected to it, or what we call the host computers. Then career option number 8, you can venture into sales, or you can become a sales specialist or a salesperson in IT stuff. So you can become a person who sells IT devices or IT components. And the IT devices or IT components that you can sell, or you can become a specialist in selling, it could be computers, it could be switch, it could be routers, it could be laptops, it could be printers, it could be photocopiers, it could be softwares and other applications. So once you get information, or once you become a specialist in IT, you can take sales as as your department, or as your profession, so that you set up a shop in which you will be selling IT items to end users, because this is a very big and promising industry, because people need computers, and so they want someone who can import computers for them, who can import printers for them, who can import routers for them, who can import switches for them, and they sell to them. And they also need someone who can make applications for them, for example for supermarkets, for offices, for shops, and be able to sell to them. These custom applications are very nice, because once you get these applications, it works the way you want it. You want to run your shop or organization or company, so as you can become a sales specialist in one of those parts, either or in one of those areas, either in selling the hardware or the software part of the IT stuff, or IT, you know, uh, um, devices or applications. So career option number 9 is that you can become an online person. You can work online. Okay, fine. We shall have a full topic on online sales, or on online career options. And so, as one of the um, career options here in information technology and business computing, you can work as an online person. And as an online person, you can decide to become an online person in selling of IT stuff online. For example, you can become a person who creates softwares and you sell them online to people. You can become a person who sells what we call links. There are people who sell links about different organizations which are used to perform a particular task. You can become even work online as an affiliate, so that you are making sales for a particular company. For example, myself, I'm an affiliate. I work as an affiliate for Jumia company, that I sell on their behalf, and I don't sell physical items. Neither do I handle anything physical. I only sell their link, in which when you make a sale from that link, I earn commission, while for them they make sales. You can also work online as a social media person, as a social media influencer. Yeah, so that by working as a social media person, you will be employed, or you will be contracted by people, so that you can become their brand ambassador. As a brand ambassador, you make advertisements for them. They place advertisements with you because you have a good following by being an influencer. You can also work as a YouTuber. You can also work as a person who is a data entry person. You can work as a person who is a company's representative or an administrator, but you work from home, or you work online by working either through replying to their emails, or through maintaining their email communication, or their social media handles. Yeah. Then number 10, career option number 10, you can work, once you become an IT specialist, you can work as a computer repair and installation officer. You can even employ yourself, so that by employing yourself, you put up a shop or an office in which you will be repairing people or companies' computers. You will be maintaining companies' computers as their technician, either as a technician to install their applications or applications once they buy new machines, or you can become or you can work by repairing their computers once they break down, or once they want a replacement of a particular part of the machine, or once they want an improvement or an upgrade of their machine. You are the one who is a specialist on how to install that part, or to install software to run that system in an organization, either as a self-employee, or you can get contracted by a company so that you will be doing it for them. You can even be employed by an organization as their support technician, so that you will be the one who will be troubleshooting, or who will be working on the hardware part of their machines. These machines being printers, being computers, being laptops, being routers, being storage media like hard disks and so on. Once it develops problems, you are the one to advise on what best to be done, either repair, either replacement, or just an upgrade of the of the system, yeah, or of the device. Then number 11, you can work as a designer, a computer aided designer. And as a computer aided designer, what you are working as is like you are like their artist. You are like their artist. You are like the person who does illustrations for them once they have something that they want to see physically. For example, you can work in fashion industry, and in fashion industry, what you'll find the fashion people do, or fashion artists doing, or the fashionistas doing, they are artists. So what they do, they draw sketches of what they want to make, or what they want to come up with. For example, a cloth, and sometimes that cloth might need to be put into the computer. That design needs to be put into the computer, and put or made to have the colors that they want on it. So you, as a designer, you are the one who will use computer applications to put it to the computer for them, and put all the colors they want, or illustrate it into the computer the way they want it done. In this case, you can use programs like, for example, Adobe Illustrator, you can use Adobe Photoshop, you can use CorelDRAW, or any other application that you are comfortable using as a designer, or as a computer aided designer. As a designer, or as a computer aided designer, you can also be employed by graphic design organizations, or graphic design companies, so that you will be the one who will be making the designs for them, for printing, or illustrations for them. Maybe they have a magazine that they are making, maybe they have a newsletter that they're having, maybe they have a book that they want illustrated. So as a computer aided designer, you are the one who will be coming up with, or who will be doing the design for them, because you are computer aided design artist. You are the one who will be using the computer to make these designs for them, so that they can be able to print, or so that they can be able to communicate it to the end user through whatever means that is available for them. Yeah. Then number 12, number 12 is you can work as a digital accountant. A digital accountant. As a digital accountant, you will be using computer aided applications like Microsoft Excel, like Sage, like Pastel, or QuickBooks, to be able to enter their data, or to enter the data, analyze it, and communicate it to the end user, or to the different departments. You are working like an accountant, but in this case, you are using purely information technology or computing to be able to do the accounting using applications like Microsoft Excel, like QuickBooks, like Sage, like Pastel, to analyze their digital data, or to analyze their data, to enter their data, analyze it for different departments. And then number 13, and the last, you can work, or you can open up a bureau. A bureau is a business space that you open, so that you can be able to assist people who want their data typed, like, for example, letters, maybe even court letters, or business letters. You are the one who will be filing their KRA returns for them, about their taxes. You are the one who will be maybe producing for them the KRI pins. You are the one who will be doing maybe some digital photography for them, so that you can even be able to produce passports for them. You can also open a cyber cafe, or in this case, in our last, you can also, or in part of the bureau, you can open it, for example, like a cyber cafe. And a cyber cafe, here you will be offering some internet services, where people can come in and browse the internet, about their emails, about their social media, and so and so. For example, their YouTubing. You can also do some photocopy for them. That is, people who want to photocopy maybe their documents. For example, their CVs, their certificates. Maybe there are people heading for interviews. So in this number, or in our last case here, career option number 13, you can open a bureau, or you can open a cafe as a personal business, or as an organization, or as a company, where you'll be offering the services needed by people for maybe typing of documents, for internet browsing, for photocopy, for even producing passports, or for their KRI returns, and then other need that is can be done using computers or in computing. So these are just but a few of the areas you can specialize in when you are in IT profession, or when you get into the IT fraternity and computing, or what we call business computing. So these are career options you can be able to take. I'm producing this video because I know, and because I am an IT person, and I know there are so many people here um, who are IT professionals, but or who have taken IT courses. But if you ask them, what are you best in, or what do you think you can specialize in, if you are given an opportunity, they can surely not be able to tell you what they can be able to do, because IT is wide, IT is dynamic, and they think they are professional in everything. But because of IT or computing being wide, it is good to identify your niche and be able to follow or to pursue that niche, and be able to know that this is where you have your strengths, and this is where you can easily excel, instead of wandering around in so many things which you are maybe not sure of, or in which you can't tell anyone where you are best in. So thank you for listening, thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe, please follow our video, please like our video, please share our video to other social media platforms, and we shall appreciate. Hoping you also appreciate the assistance or the mind opening that is given by this video. Yes.